Respect isn't demanded, it is earned through the quiet dignity of your absence. Too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you are already established in a group, temporary withdrawal from it. This will make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave. Create value through scarcity. Extend the law of scarcity to your own skills. Make what you are offering the world rare and hard to find, and you instantly increase its value. There always comes a moment when those in power overstay their welcome. You have grown tired of them, lost respect for them. You see them as no different from the rest of mankind, which is to say that you see them as rather worse, since you inevitably compare their current status in your eyes to their former one. There is an art to knowing when to retire. If it is done right, you regain the respect you had lost and retain a part of your power. Make yourself too available and the aura of power you have created around yourself will wear away. Turn the game around. Make yourself less accessible, and you increase the value of your presence. Absence diminishes minor passions and inflames great ones. Use absence to create respect and esteem. If presence diminishes fame, absence augments it. A man who when absent is regarded as a lion becomes when present something common and ridiculous. Talents lose their luster if you become too familiar with them, for the outer shell of the mind is more readily seen than its rich inner kernel. Even the outstanding genius makes use of retirement so that men may honor him, and so that the yearning aroused by his absence may cause him to be esteemed. The thing about using your absence for respect is all about making a statement without actually saying anything. It's about showing people that you don't need to be the center of attention to command respect. You're confident enough in yourself to step back and let others shine, knowing that your worth doesn't depend on how loud you can talk or how many jokes you can crack. You're not just disappearing into the shadows and hoping someone notices. No, you're strategically using your absence to make an impact. You will skip a social gatherings or you take a step back from a project at work. Whatever it is, you're making a conscious choice to be absent, and people can't help but take notice. When you're not always in the spotlight, people start to wonder about you. They want to know what you're thinking, what you're up to, what makes you tick. And that curiosity, that's where the respect comes in. Because when people are intrigued by you, they start to see you in a different light. They start to see you as someone worth paying attention to, someone worth respecting. Using your absence for respect isn't about being a loner or shutting people out. It's about finding that balance between being present and knowing when to take a step back. It's about being selective about where you invest your time and energy, and not being afraid to prioritize yourself every once in a while. This applies once a certain level of power has been attained. The need to withdraw only comes after you have established your presence. Leave too early, and you do not increase your respect. You are simply forgotten. When you are first entering onto the world stage, create an image that is recognizable, reproducible, and is seen everywhere. Until that status is attained, absence is dangerous. Instead of fanning the flames, it will extinguish them. Now I'm going to tell you the 2 laws to use your absence to attain respect, power, and even love. Number 1. Create value in your presence. If your presence doesn't add value, your absence won't make a difference. Before your absence is effective, you have to establish your value and contribution when you are present. Show them your skills, knowledge, and reliability, so that next time your absence is noticed and felt. Creating value in your presence is fundamental to ensuring that your absence is both effective and impactful. This principle revolves around the idea that the groundwork you lay through your active involvement and contributions will shape how others perceive and respond to your absence. When you establish a reputation of being valuable and reliable, your absence can highlight your significance and foster a deeper appreciation among your them. Importance of presence. Your presence in front of them. It is not just about being physically available, but also about contributing intellectually and emotionally. Build relationships. Allow your presence to do something worthy. Allow yourself for the development of strong relations with them. Build trust and mutual respect through regular, positive interactions. These relations are crucial for teamwork. Contribute to a positive environment. You have aimed to leave a positive impact in every interaction, whether it's through a small act of kindness, recognition of their effort, or contributing to a positive work culture. Your behavior and attitude is going to leave an impact on them. You have to make your impact so strong that they can't take out from their mind, because these actions collectively enhance your perceived value. A positive impact resonates with others, making your presence appreciated and your absence notable. Maintain your integrity. Integrity is the cornerstone of trust. Always act ethically and with honesty. Adhere to the values and standards and be transparent in your actions. Integrity builds a solid reputation that others can depend on, both in your presence and absence. Number 2, be selective with your absences. Your absences should be strategic rather than frequent. If you overuse it, this can lead to being forgotten or perceived as unreliable. You have to choose critical moments to be absent. Never be absent where your presence is important. Be absent when your presence is taken for granted. Give the gift of your absence to those who do not appreciate your presence. This will make them realize that how important your presence is, because it's not about being unavailable, but about creating value by making your presence missed. You have to maintain a balance between presence and absence. Your consistent presence should be marked by high performance and reliability. This builds a foundation of trust and respect, making your strategic absences more meaningful and effective. You will avoid overusing absences. Overusing your absence will no make any difference. You will left alone with its worst consequences. So you have to focus on quality rather than quantity. In love and seduction as well, absence is effective equally. But once you have surrounded the other with your image, been seen by them everywhere, everything must remind them of your presence, so that when you do choose to be away, they will always be thinking of you, will always be seeing you in their mind's eye. In the beginning, make yourself not scarce but omnipresent. Only what is seen, appreciated, and loved will be missed in its absence. But your absence doesn't have to be physical. You do not always have to be physically absent. You can be present, but at the same time absent. A person of power maintains an element of mystery and unpredictability. If you're an open book, people can easily tell what you want and what your next move will be, which leaves you vulnerable and not in control. You do not always have to open your all cards, just be absent even when you are present. Say less, and keep the meaning of your words as open to interpretation as possible. Never speak more than the need. This makes it harder for them to figure you out, which makes you both interesting. If you talk too much, your risk of revealing vulnerabilities or sounding foolish will increase. You should avoid over-explaining yourself. You do not have to draw attention to them and make them seem more glaring. Instead, address them simply or ignore them completely. While being ambiguous with your language can lend you an air of mystery, be careful not to take it so far that you become irritating or seem aggressive. If you will do it in moderation, this will leave a room for them to imagine and make theories about you, and they will sink deep down into your ocean. As we navigate this journey together, don't miss out on the power-packed content coming your way, and join the unstoppable force of our community by hitting that subscribe button. If you have come this far, then leave a comment below. Let's inspire, empower, and conquer.